You are your own fortune. Whether you believe it or not, all your decisions lead up to your fortune. Whatever you do today will impact your future. So let me tell you why you are your own fortune. Let's start off with hard work. Working hard is always reaping benefits, correct? It is. You are working hard. Meaning what? You're in control of your outcomes, yes? You're also in control of your inputs, yes? Meaning everything you do is your own good fortune. It's your fortune. But that also means talent is beatable by hard work. You are your own good fortune. Why? Because working hard means you beat talent. You beat the outcomes. You beat everybody else that doesn't even know what they're doing. You have to realize one thing, and that is you are capable of everything, right? And nobody can do what you're doing now. That's why you're your own good fortune. It's because you are the person who powered through and doing your own thing. You are working hard, but yet again, you are still powering through and thinking outside of the box. You are good fortune because you tried. You were different. You have now done something new. Now, you are beating the outcome. You are beating the standards. You are beating something that is literally supposed to hold you back. Meaning what? Again, you are your own good fortune. Now let me start getting to my points here. Gratefulness makes you rich. Why does it make you rich? Well, it's because of one single reason only. It's because you show to the universe, no matter how big or small your blessing is, you enjoy that blessing. And that blessing helps you become a better person, helps you understand that maybe I have a chance in this world. Maybe I can do something with it. Listen to me. When you're grateful, you will get something 10 times better. Isn't it true when you were grateful and you had nothing, for example, a console, you had a Nintendo Switch, you were grateful and all of a sudden you got a PC or a PS5, correct? I am correct because I know it's true because I've gone through the same thing. I was grateful for what I had and I had more. That's how it works. It's a give and receive idea. When you receive something, you should be so grateful that you're giving out gratefulness. You're just radiating gratefulness. And that signals to the universe or God, God, that you are capable. You are capable of much more. You are capable to handle much more. For example, let's give money. If you're not capable of money, and a large sum of money at that, you aren't going to do anything with life at the end of it. Let's imagine God just gave you $1 million through a lottery ticket, right? But you just blew it all on cars, drugs, a new house, strippers, stuff like this, right? You completely screwed up the opportunity you had. That means you probably won't have anything for the rest of your life or a good time because you're ruining the gratefulness opportunity you have. And you have to understand this. From this idea of that you will lose everything, you are in control of everything. You are in control of the good and bad, meaning your fortune could be bad as well. That's the problem people don't realize anymore. When they think of fortune, they think, oh yeah, you know that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Yeah, that's fortune. That's fortune, you know? No, it's not. You have to realize that you are capable of everything, but you're also capable of nothing. Meaning, you will lose everything. Nobody wants to lose everything. But I'll be honest, people lose things, okay? They're not grateful and they lose because you're in control of the good and bad. We have free will. Okay, God designed us with free will, meaning we can do literally anything we want, and we are the ones who bear the consequences, and the people around you as well. You have to be in control in the good. Don't be in the bad, because in the bad, it will actually impact your future. And if you impact your future negatively, you will regret everything you've done in your life. You don't want to regret what you've done. I'm telling you, if you regret what you've done in the past, you will regret the future as well, because it's like a domino effect. The first regret then leads to the next regret, and then the next regret, and then regret, regret. And eventually your life will be over and you'll be on your deathbed realizing that you've done nothing. You are your own fortune, no matter how good or bad. It's because of you. It's because of your decisions. It's because of your awareness. It's because of your change. If you don't change, you are the one to blame. God designed us with free will, correct? But that also means you are not in control of your actions. Let me explain. When you actually do something, we always focus on the outputs. For example, you're making a business, right? You always want the money, the cars, the flash, I don't know, spoiling all the girls you want. I don't care. But the point is, you always focus on the outcomes. And the most powerful thing you can do, which leads to such good fortune, which is good fortune, is surrendering everything you're doing now and focusing on the inputs rather than the outputs. That is a sign that you will be rich and literally build anything. Listen, you are the person you want to be. No, you're not. So, guess what? You have to build upon yourself to become that person. And how do you do that? By putting inputs and inputs and inputs and not thinking about the outcome currently. You don't think about the outcome you have now. You think about the outcome that you're going to have, correct? So you just keep building. Let's think about the boulder and the peak aspect. You're pushing a boulder up a mountain. When you're pushing a boulder up a mountain, what do? You can't see ahead, right? So it means you're surrendering it. You're surrendering the outcome because you don't know how steep the hill is. You don't know where the peak is. You don't know if it's 5,000 meters in the air or it's 1,000 meters in the air. You don't know. You don't know how hard the journey is. You don't know if there's rocks falling down upon you. You don't know if there's obstacles. You don't. That is surrendering, knowing that you don't know anything and then just letting it happen. And you just keep pushing. You pushing is inputs. Just push. Keep pushing and you will build everything. Just push. Literally. When you surrender, you basically put up to the universe and to God, I know I'm going to make this happen. I know I'm going to get this outcome. God, I put it in your hands. I put it in the hands of coincidences which do not exist. I put it in those hands, knowing that eventually I will get the results. I just focus on the inputs. And I'm just saying to you now, let me tell you from my experience, the outcome is 10 times brighter than you would ever think if you do it right. But if you do it wrong, the outcome is 10 times worse than you would ever think. You might not even have an outcome. You need to try because trying is doing. You can't have anything when you don't try. And if you haven't tried, you haven't done anything. Simple as that. You are your own good fortune. You have control of every single thing in your life because guess what? God gave you free will, but to a point. And at that point, you have to surrender everything. You are in control of your actions and decisions. If you don't make the right ones, you are the one who suffers. Your friends suffer. Your peers suffer. Everybody suffers because of your decisions. Remember who you are. This is not a joke. This is about your life. This is about who you are. You need to stand on your word. False promises as well. Your promises need to be true. They need to be upon yourself because if you don't trust yourself, you're going to make the wrong decisions and it's going to lead to bad fortune. Fortune is all you have in this universe. It is luck. You can't build anything without luck. And God gives you that luck through gratefulness. Just think about it. Make your own luck and get even more luck from God. Those two together, you are unstoppable. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy my next videos to come. Peace out.